Welcome to Beautiful English Stories. This story is written for advanced English learners. Ready? Let's get started. C1, C2, English Story. Whispers of the New Year. The scent of pine, sharp and evocative, still clung to the air in Amelia's cottage, a fragrant ghost of Christmas past. It mingled surprisingly well with the crisp, clean scent of January, a month that always felt less like a fresh start and more like a gentle exhale after the festive frenzy. Outside, the village was draped in an almost eerie stillness. New Year's Day had emptied the streets, leaving them polished and gleaming under a pale, winter sun. The usual hum of village life was muted, replaced by a profound quiet that Amelia found both comforting and a little unsettling. She walked down to the pond, her boots crunching on the frost-covered path. A small group of ducks huddled together near the water's edge, their feathers ruffled against the chill. They seemed unperturbed by the cold, a small, brown huddle of resilience against the elements. Amelia watched them, a faint smile playing on her lips. Resilience. It was a good word for the new year, a word that resonated with the quiet strength she felt stirring within her. The village bookstore, the Book Nook, was a haven of warmth and quiet. The bell above the door jingled a cheerful greeting as Amelia stepped inside, the scent of old paper and freshly brewed coffee enveloping her like a warm hug. She browsed the shelves, her fingers tracing the spines of familiar titles, until a slim volume with a striking cover caught her eye. It was a collection of essays on mindfulness, something she'd been meaning to explore for a while. She purchased it, along with a new journal, feeling a quiet thrill of anticipation. Back in her cottage, a fire crackled merrily in the hearth, casting dancing shadows on the walls. Amelia curled up in her armchair, the new book and journal beside her. She thought about her resolutions, or rather, her intentions for the year ahead. They weren't grand pronouncements, but quiet promises to herself. More walks in nature, more time spent reading, more moments of quiet contemplation. This year, she wanted to focus on the small things, the everyday moments of beauty and connection that often went unnoticed in the rush of modern life. January, she mused, had a peculiar magic. It wasn't the vibrant, hopeful energy of spring, but something quieter, more introspective. It was a time for reflection, for taking stock, for appreciating the simple beauty of a winter landscape, the warmth of a fire, the company of a good book. The bare branches of the trees against the sky, the frost clinging to the window panes, the steam rising from her mug of tea, these were the things that filled her with a sense of peace and contentment. As the light faded and the first stars began to appear, Amelia closed her book and picked up her journal. She wrote about the ducks, the bookstore, the quiet magic of January. She wrote about her intentions for the year, not as rigid goals, but as gentle guiding principles. She wanted to live more intentionally, to savor each moment, to appreciate the beauty of the ordinary. This year, she decided, would be about embracing simplicity, about finding joy in the everyday. It wouldn't be a year of grand achievements or dramatic changes, but a year of quiet growth, of deepening her connection to herself and the world around her. And in that quiet resolve, Amelia found a sense of hope, a gentle warmth that spread through her as she looked forward to the year ahead. Now, let's go through some of the vocabulary we have just read in this advanced story. Evocative. Bringing strong images, memories, or feelings to mind. In the context of the scent of pine, it means the smell strongly recalled Christmas. Frenzy. A state of wild excitement or activity. Used here to describe the busy, often chaotic nature of the Christmas season. Muted. Quiet and subdued, softened. Describes the reduced sound and activity in the village after New Year's Day. Unperturbed. Not worried or bothered, calm. Describes the ducks' seemingly unaffected demeanor in the cold. Resilience. The ability to recover quickly from difficulties, toughness. Amelia sees this quality in the ducks and wants to cultivate it in herself. Haven. A place of safety or refuge. The bookstore is Amelia's haven, a place of comfort and peace. Introspective. Characterized by or given to deep, thoughtful self-examination. Describes the quiet, reflective nature of January. Contemplation. The action of looking thoughtfully at something, thoughtful observation. Amelia desires more moments of quiet contemplation. Intentional. Done on purpose, deliberate. Amelia wants to live more intentionally, making conscious choices about how she spends her time and energy. Resolve. Firm determination to do something. Amelia's quiet resolve represents her commitment to her intentions for the new year.